Hello, everybody. This is a grumpy old guy looking precariously over a ledge. We are out the back end of Bleak Falls Barrow here with a Gogg, incorrectly named in the last episode, but we did make our way through the barrow and are currently traversing our way down a mountain the hard way. This is how I typically do my Skyrim adventuring, because ledges are very climbable. We got through Bleak Falls Barrow. We captured the Dragon's Stone. We may have caused an alternate timeline situation in the process of setting this up, because I kind of hurried through the Riverwood stuff in the incorrect order, and I may have broken the main quest line. So, if next time through the stats are a little different or things aren't quite the way they are now, I probably had to go back in time, as I typically only keep one save file. Throw back to the PS3, where the more data you had saved, the slower it was to run. And, probably had to restart a good bit of this. Probably from, the execution scene on. Either way, we're going to hope that something I do on this episode will unlock the main story. Not that we were going to go through a great deal of it in the first place, but it would be nice to have it available. Coming up on a hut here, I believe I remember this. Yeah, this is Anice's cabin. She is a very kindly old woman.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me.
Clearly there's no need to trouble ourselves with her, unless we walk in, because Anice has a bit of a secret, and it's right down this door. We're not going to check it out right at the moment. We will come back to this. Unfortunately, she's getting so lonely out here, and we're a little creeped out by this because it's late in night, and we're all on our lonesome, and we kind of need to get the hell out of that situation before things take a distressing turn for multiple parties and perhaps a slaughterfish. No, we are making our way back to Riverwood, which we could totally do via fast travel, and I will probably do a good bit of that later on. But early on, you have all these great chances to harvest mountain flowers. Another thing we didn't do was any alchemy in Riverwood. In fact, I don't think we stopped in the Sleeping Giant Inn at all. I thought I heard the drone of a Nirnroot. There is a Nirnroot. Brook bass, not interested. So back on track to go into Riverwood. This road should look rather familiar. It's the one we just walked down on our way into town. Harvest more Mora Tapanella. Don't know how I missed that the first time through. Of course, it's nighttime, so most establishments will be locked away to us. One that won't is the Riverwood Trader. Go ahead back into third-person mode for the sake of social interaction being a little bit cozier. Lucan really wants to teach the thieves a lesson. Little does he know, we already taught that lesson.
Don't let my sister do anything foolish.
Also, tasks us with stopping his sister, who we walked into in the middle of a love triangle with two of the biggest idiots in town, from doing anything foolish.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
That's true. We're great. As such, we can now take a whole bunch of the things in his store, and he won't say a thing. This gold?
What are you doing that for?
it's now ours. Just have to make sure not to take the things that specifically say steal.
The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
And we can just kind of sell this stuff right back to him. Which is the whole beauty of this. Yeah, those stay. We could take the cheese wheels, but it just ain't worth it. Carrots aren't useful. Chest says steel. Steel sword says steel because it's made of... anyway. Oh, what do we have here? Hat. Fine boots. We'll do that.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
That's right, Lucan. We're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Mind if I help myself to these dried elves here?
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Well, now that we've established how smart Lucan is, let's sell him his stuff back.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
I love doing little things like this. Again, Ancient Nord Battle Axe of Cold, we are 100% keeping to break down at an arcane enchanter. Not gonna lie, I think we got more gold off the wooden sword there. Fine boots, that'll sell for 6. Nice. Keeping the novice robes to break down. Silver necklace we could actually keep for enchanting, but at this point it's 19 gold to me, and I'm cool with that. Not gonna use frostbite venom. Look at that, our speechcraft already up to 17. Always good to see that going. I've never actually taken a speech perk in this game for little reasons like that. Sell him some of his wine. Ingredients are just so filled. Don't think I need regular amethysts for anything. At least nothing's coming to mind in my head. That is an empty soul gem, so we will sell that. 5 garnets. And our speechcraft is 18. Linen wraps we'll use here. And I'm going to hold on to that Welkin stone because complete mana restore sounds nice.
Trinkets.
I forgot to check what he actually has available. Blue mage robes, not interested. Minor archery. Generally, I won't be buying armor. Although vagrant robes of minor conjuring are interesting. They're very low value. There's something just sort of added in. But I love the color scheme. I really do. Grab another cure disease. I typically like to have 2 or 3 of those on hand. And some minor healing and minor magicka. Still keeps us around 2,000. Just shy of 2,000 there, in fact. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk to Alvor. Hoping his house isn't locked to us at the moment. Alvor and Sigrid's house. Maybe, just maybe, Alvor will be unlocked at this point. Well, he's sitting down. That's a start.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. Until next time.
Well, that's not helpful.
Whatever you need. Buy you some... Of course.
I do love how he'll keep letting us
There's
take
something
stuff
you
off
can
of
do
him.
for me.
Okay, here we
For
go.
all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Lucky for us. We managed
Well,
to...
I better get some sleep. Don't mind me though. You two make yourselves at home.
We managed to actually go ahead and unlock the quest line. So yay for us. Now let's see if Alvar is actually heading to his forge or if he's heading right back inside.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
If he's heading to the forge, we could get basic smithing done here. Otherwise, we'll just have to stop another time. Looks like another time for us. That said, we did get the main storyline to progress the little we needed it. So, sigh of relief there, I won't have to restart. Oh, I almost forgot the sleeping giant in. See, I told you, I'm just in... Is it? Yeah, it's the sleeping giant here. See, there's the sign. Right up there. Actually love that sign there. One of the most charming things in games are little details like that, and I think Skyrim knocked it out of the park with those. Part of the reason we're still playing new releases of the same damn game more than a decade later.
Orgnar, are you listening?
So Delphian and Orgnar are just talking for the sake of talking.
Did you hear me?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
One of my favorite things to do is
There have
just
been whispers.
make
Boy
Orgnar
up in
tell me
Midtown,
all
name
of the
a bunch
rumors for
zones
Radiant
now.
quests.
Been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Don't really want a random bounty at the
Got
moment.
something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections.
Yeah, already fixed that one.
Word is, Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only gonna get worse now.
Huh, wonder how Ulfric escaped.
Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens.
Yeah,
A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know.
I did not know that.
We have plenty of ingredients
Actually,
for
I
sale,
did.
too.
Yeah, what the heck, let's see what he's got for
Let's
sale as
sit
far
down
as
and talk.
ingredients go. Ingredients. Wouldn't you know it, we've got some blisterwort here. And we've got some wheat here. It's almost like he was selling it to us on purpose. Also have vampire dust, some thistle branch, skeever tail, some salt pile, red mountain flower, 2 pine thrush egg, a Nordic barnacle, and a giant's toe, which is of course what I would carry around at all times. My goodness, that is one stocked larder right there. Also, where can I learn more about magic? I skipped this at the trader, but this is just going to tell us about the College of Winterhold.
Teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two.
So the first thing we're going to do before we use that alchemy table is try out all of the ingredients, because simply by eating it, you unlock one of the 4 unknown values. So I'm just going to go right down through the list. Bear claws, blisterwort, mountain flower, bone meal. I'm not going to say them all out loud, because that's a lot. This is actually going to put quite a strain on our character's body, but it's all very small effects, so...
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
get over to the alchemy lab, and make Delphine wait to auto-prompt with us until we're done making our potions. First thing we want to use is the Blisterwort in the Wheat, since we're told that's a restore health potion. Orgnar himself told us about this. There we go. We now have 2 properties of those. Now what I like to do is come from the bottom up. Want to make Restore Magicka, because we're a mage. And now I'll just make random potions. And hope for side effects that unlock other potion recipes. So we have a few random ingredients left, and I'm just literally going to brute force them into each other, starting with the most plentiful. That failed. That failed. Skeever tail, not the most useful thing at the moment. Doesn't do anything with chicken's egg. Hey, we now know we can make a damage health poison out of Skeever tail and red mountain flower. Next most abundant is blue mountain flower. Get a fortify health potion out of blue mountain flowers and glowing mushrooms. So that's a thing. All this trial and error is going to raise our alchemy due to no other choice. Nice resist frost potion. And now we're left with just 12 ingredients left between 5 piles of salt, 6 skeever tails, and a thistle branch. But we've made quite a few potions, and we're only going to hold on to a couple of them.
You're that visitor been poking around. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials.
Wow.
The war's only going to get worse now.
All of her rumors are the same.
Take a look.
Okay, Orgnar doesn't want to buy our potions, so we'll go to the Riverwood Trader for that. Ooh. Almost skipped some thistle branch. Yeah, a lot of early Skyrim for me is just collecting shit to make shit. It's a descriptive way of putting it. Almost 8 AM, so Alvar's going to be hitting the forge anyway. Getting these little bits out of the way, always useful to me.
Thank you. Some may call this junk. Me, I call
Lucan's now going to be eternally grateful to us, which is going to get as annoying as it sounds. In the meantime, we can go ahead and make a good deal of our gold back, just selling him these potions. Because even though we're just a novice, we're a novice with natural talent. And we are stocked with like 25 healing potions and 17 magic potions. So we should be good for early game. Especially given the fact that we really didn't use anything. Now the reason I'm so eager to catch Alvar at the forge is he'll give us free forging lessons, which gives us free stuff. And he is right now walking through a wall. I love how buggy and broken Skyrim is. Let's wait an hour. There we go. Alvar has made it out of the wall of wood. Now let's talk to him.
Whatever you need. My smear, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it. I see no harm in it. Grindstone will improve your weapons. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Great. Need any help?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Love when he does that. Gave us the leather strips and iron required to make an iron dagger here at the forge. So we're going to go down to iron. Grab the iron dagger. And create.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Now we'll go ahead. Bring it to teach.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Now he'll keep supplying us and send us to the grindstone to sharpen. And now this iron dagger is fine.
I could forge you a war. This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Cool.
Okay.
Time to do some leather tanning, and we have a fair bit of hides to do here as well. Do that wolf pelt, do the deer hide, pair of cow hides, and a bear. And that gives us 13 leather. Let's go ahead and break this down. Leave us with 8 leather and quite a few leather strips to go. Now we'll talk to Alvor again. Here's that leather you wanted. Read into that sentence what you will.
Fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet.
I think we can make a hide helmet. He gives us the rest of the make your own hide helmet kit. And now we have to scroll down quite a bit because again, I have craftable everything. And that puts a lot of shit in the hide section, including fine clothes. Which doesn't seem right to me. Hey, Greybeard stuff. Hide helmet.
You the sneaky type? Oh, I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate.
And now we get to temper the hide helmet.
Take this leather to the workbench over there.
So we're going to beat the hell out of it on this workbench.
Iron and steel, Moten. You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day.
That's true.
Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Ha! Skyforge steel.
All right, then.
So that was very useful. But also what's useful is the fact that he'll now let us take these steel ingots
Take what you need, my friend.
and these iron
Within
ingots.
reason, of course.
Because it is within reason, of course. That steel shield sure isn't. But there's another steel dagger. Some iron boots, iron gauntlets.
Whatever you need.
Really, the people of Riverwood really just want to buy their own stuff. This is what I've learned in this game. Talk to Alvor again.
Forge you a war hammer. Take a look.
Now let's sell him some things. Here's a fine iron dagger. Steel dagger. Hide helmet. I feel good about that. I really do.
Good day.
Now we're going to bump the man off his own forge. And remember those linen wraps I picked up the other upload? As you can see, they could be used to craft a bunch of stuff here in the miscellaneous section. Can make Forsworn stuff. Can make Mirax robes, but they don't really do anything. Come down through all of that. Whiterun Guard's helmet. Got some bone mold stuff we can make. Got some leather things we could make. Daedric stuff, we can actually make wooden masks. And the bound items, that I'm not sure how that would stick around, but you know, you have what you have. Can make Draugr things. And again, getting back to the hide stuff, you can make your own Archmage's robes. Not enchanted, but they're there. Can make an enchanted set of Cicero's clothes. All kind of college boots. Make an embroidered garment, or the Emperor's robes if you so chose. Got fire robes, I just don't have the fire salts. And yes, I do want to go ahead and make sure of the purchase, well, the thing I'm making first. Getting the nocturnal stuff, the Sigic Order robes. Spell absorption robes are amazing. Telvanni robes, which would actually look fantastic on our character. These temple priest robes would be great, but our enchanting isn't high enough to make them matter. Could also make Ulfric's stuff, or the wedding dress stuff. Now, I'm sure you have seen that quite a few of these things sell for a good bit of gold. And linen wraps are around virtually anywhere. Can actually make Meridia's robes. Let's go ahead and make one of those. That increased our smithing in a hurry, didn't it? Dragonhide robes would be something that requires a good deal of Spriggan sap. Cicero's clothes sell for 300 and they're nice and easy to make, so let's make 4 sets of those. Now we are all out of clothes and all out of linen wraps. Moved our smithing up to 18. And all we have to show for it is a ton of money once we get back to the Riverwood Trader. Thought Alvar might buy it, but it's technically clothing, not armor. So once again, to
So
my
much for taking care of those
old and very smart buddy Lucan.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Could have broken those down in an enchant or two, but again, we'll have our chance.
All right then.
Now it's time to make our way to Whiterun. So we will bid adieu to third person for now. Get our spells up and ready. Let's go ahead and switch that to Sparks. Because along the way, we want to be super duper helpful. Gonna come across the old bridge here. Pick up a couple alchemical ingredients along the way. There's some more tapenella. See a deer just kind of walking. Don't quite have the energy to go chasing the deer around. And again, we're not here to slaughter bunnies. That's not what we do. That's not our game. Got the sound of wolves baying, so take a moment. Wait for them to show themselves. There we are. Easily enough dealt with. They did take a little bit of health out of us. Go ahead, heal up. Had a butterfly hovering around that thistle, but I think we lost it. Make our way down, and it appears we've got a random battle with an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. Apparently the news of our expert trading has gotten out. We haven't even done anything yet, and we've been assaulted by a Dark Brotherhood assassin, who's at least equipped with quite a few goodies, and gives us a little note to read. It says, as instructed, you are to eliminate a Gogg by any means necessary. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Somebody wants this poor fool dead. Poor, you say. We've already received payment for the contract. Failure is not an option. Not an option, you say. Signed, Astrid. So that is literally the earliest I've ever run across that random encounter. I've heard it can happen this early in the game, and now I've got it confirmed on film. A Dark Brotherhood assassin can literally kill you for reasons without you actually doing anything. Now, we're going to be making our way down here. There should be a bit of a giant battle going on here. And there is. I want to go ahead and line up a clear shot at said giant. We got a shot in.
Good enough.
Oh, well.
That is good enough.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor.
And now we've
And
gotten
we
in
show
with
to
the
solve
companions.
problems if the coin is good enough. Until next time.
You look strong. Come to Orbasker and be a companion.
So that's cool. We've at least got some companions there. And while we're here, let's go ahead and pick some potato plants. Not that it's really necessary. But you tend to run into Severio-Pelagia quite often. In fact, there he is there.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
And now we've made 12 more gold and a friend. Whiterun is just turning out to be super helpful for us. Survive an assassination attempt, and you just get a new outlook on life. You just want to help everyone. For money, mostly. Discovered the Whiterun stables. So we now have a horseshoe unlocked on the big old map-o things. And so many mountain flowers. Of course, with the Mora Tapanella already in our inventory, we know those red mountain flowers are going to give us that beautiful Restore Magicka potion. Keep progressing our way up. See Miss Maidenloom, who has a friend named Maven.
My friend Maven and I.
You
Have
know,
met
Maven and Riften. Yeah.
We know our place in this world.
Her place is literally just walking around Whiterun. Seriously, she had a place, but it doesn't exist anymore. So now she just kind of walks around Riften and talks about her fancy friends. So, when in doubt, always try persuade option, right? Cool.
We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Happy that worked. Now our speechcraft's to 21. Switch back to third person. Coming right inside Whiterun here, we should actually see a bit of an argument breaking out right by the first shop available to us, which happens to be a blacksmith.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order.
Greymane and
the size of my
Battleborn.
own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
The eternal
I'd sooner have my
rivalry.
need a Ulfrin Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it, Europe. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More in... Aye, that I do.
So we have to ask Adrian Abenici about something
Yorland
real quick.
Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun.
Did she give us the sword? I don't think she ever gave us the sword. No?
Name's got that one. Have you met my father?
Okay, we'll try this again.
Aye, that I do.
I did back out of the prompt a little early, that's on me.
Yorland Greymane. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl. Balgruf the... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici?
Absolutely, we'll do it. There's Balgruf's great sword.
The shop if you need anything.
Don't think we have anything explicitly to sell. At least not at the moment. Again, picking up all kind of alchemicals.
The general goods store. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
For that instead.
One of those horrors comes.
Never you mind her. I'll find a more charitable soul.
That's what I thought.
Everybody's just walking by, which is important. You know, it's important to have that continuity because really we aren't anything aside from, you know, the survivor of a dragon attack, carrying an ancient relic.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that beast dead. I can't sleep.
So up there is where the companions are. But given the fact we're playing straight mage, joining a bunch of, spoiler, werewolf fighters, just not our big thing at the moment. We're going to be heading right up here to Dragon's Reach. And once we get inside, I'm gonna run like hell over to the mage's station, because I like making auto prompts wait.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? World's gone down. Nothing. My lord.
Slide through.
Come to it seems this damnable conflict
Talk to
has claimed everyone's
Farengar.
passions of late. Me?
Only wizard in
I know who
Whiterun?
I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for a... Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for...
Of course we'll deliver the frost salts for him. That's what we do. It's what we do. Not interested in any spells right now.
Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Cool.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
That
Come on,
does.
The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
I know about dragons, so I'm allowed to break into your fancy house. I love Skyrim. Yeah, let's break some of these down, huh? Every time you break down an enchanted item, you will pick up the enchantment for use at the enchanter for your own, as well as a bit of experience in the enchanting skill. Weapons will give you a little bit of experience. Armor will give you a ton of experience. So best not to forget that. And also while we're here, go check out the old ingredients. Gonna hold on to the frost salts because that's a quest item. And now we're gonna move Farengar off of his own alchemy lab because that's just how we do. Restore Magicka. Resist magic. So yeah, we got a few more potions created. Got a few more things for sale when we can sell them. Speaking of which, what does Farengar have for sale? We're up to 3 grand. We're doing pretty good. Don't have... You know what? He might buy Thief. There we go. I think that was the only skill tome we had. And yeah, that yellow tunic. Taking a look at the spells he's got. Oh good. He's got the adept level spells. So let's grab Firebolt. Grab Ice Spike. And Lightning Bolt. 7 to 8 is definitely a Magicka boost. We're still not up high enough for us to enact the impact perk. Could go dual cast there. Could start on our magical enchanting journey. Could do something with one-handed, but I don't see the point. I will 100% say that. I think, honestly, right now, we just hold on to 2 perks. You know what? Could go Resto dual cast. We're interested in Respite as well, get that stamina back. But, right now, the Resto dual cast. We don't even have the restoration for that. Wow. We are in rough shape on that. So now we get to talk to Balgrove.
Helgen, you saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yep, we saw the dragon, and we're gonna point out that we were sentenced to death in the process.
You're certainly forthright about your criminal past, but it's none of my
Yeah,
concern.
we're criminals.
Here is one
We've already survived an execution and an assassination attempt, Balgrove, mentioning it's just story time for us. So we're not going to try and sway the Civil War storyline with this, because I honestly don't care enough about it.
Continue to trust in the strength of our walls.
Alright, we're stuck in the middle of this little act here.
We should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The Jarl of
Dragon is
Ulfric
lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Ireland, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my lord.
So there you go. Whiterun guards are heading.
That would be best. Well done. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard.
So there you go. He wants us to talk to Farengar, and he gave us some leather armor as a
The Jarl
reward.
is, as you can imagine, very busy. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl.
Go ahead, give Adrian's sword to Preventus.
Take these few coins for services rendered.
20 gold, but hey, it's 20 gold for walking to some place we were going in the first place.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes,
Yeah.
you must be referring to my research
Yeah, we
into
remember
dragons.
Farengar. He's the guy who made us
Yes,
his frost
need
salt
someone
runner.
to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may
Dangerous
not
ruin?
actually be-
I wonder if he means Bleak Falls Barrow.
You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. Sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone.
He doesn't mean the dragon stone from Bleak Falls
Go
Barrow,
to
does
Bleak
he?
Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
That is pretty simple. Because here it is.
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
Yeah, so there you
Go
go.
to see the Jarl about that. Maybe the steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
In the meantime, we're going to cut it here because this has been quite a bit of play for quite a little amount of time in the day. We managed to get the main storyline back on track. We managed to get through all of the Riverwood stuff we ever needed to get through. Get our basics down in alchemy, enchanting, and smithing. Level up. Survive an assassination attempt. And deliver the Dragonstone and the sword for the Jarl of Whiterun. That's a pretty good run. I think we'll call it there. Go ahead, overwrite our current save. And we will see you in the next one.